Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going through a tutorial on how I silenced my Lone Wolf double step sticks. Out of the box, these sticks are super noisy. It's just bare aluminum on aluminum. My method for silencing them is to put on bed liner, spray on bed liner. That gives it like a 3D kind of a rubberized texture. I'm really impressed with how well it worked. There's other methods to silence them, like Lone Wolf silent touch tape, which is basically I think the same thing as stealth strips, so it's like a fabric that you stick on. But the spray on bed liner was kind of the way that I wanted to go, and I'll talk more about the reasons why in this video. If this isn't going to be a review of these sticks, if you're looking for a review, I'm going to do that in my next video. So if you're looking for that video, I'll leave a link for that in the description below, and I'll leave a card up here for you guys to click on. If this silencing tutorial sounds like something you'd want to watch, then stick around and we'll jump right in. So I'm going to be customizing my Lone Wolf double steps today. Got them in the mail about a week ago. They're super noisy when you first get them. It's like a well-known thing. If you look at other reviews. It's just pure aluminum on aluminum. So I wanted to silence them. I'm going to be spraying it with some bed liner. It's an idea that I've played around with a little bit, but I've never actually done. And I actually saw a video on YouTube of someone else doing the bed liner coating on them, and it turned out pretty good. So I thought I'd give it a try too. And I'll figure out who that is and link them in the description below. You can just hear how noisy that is out of the box. But I really like that they're like this because everyone has their own method of silencing. And so you can kind of DIY it, which is what I prefer, just getting them kind of in a more basic form. Like, I'm glad they don't do it themselves. I'm glad they don't put stealth strips on. Because that way you can use stealth strips if you want to, or something like bed liner, which I'm going to do today. And the reason I'm doing bed liner is because I'm trying to have it as scent-free as possible setup, and I feel like the bed liner, once it has a little time to sit outside, it's gonna not smell because it's more like a plastic urethane, I guess, so it shouldn't smell. But with stealth strips, you'll get your oils on them, and then you can't really clean them off very good unless you replace them. So the first step is I've got to sand these down. Got all the tools that I need outside here. I believe it says that you want to sand down smooth metal, which it's fairly smooth, so that way it adhere better. And I got the basalt gray because it's like pretty close to getting the sun there. It's like the same color. And I talked with the guys at U-Pole, which make this kit, and or not the kit, but the Raptor 2K. They said that you'd want an acid etch primer. They said to use the 180 grit sandpaper and rough it up a bit, and then clean it off, and then use some acid etch primer, which I think just fills in the cracks after you sand it, and then it adheres better with the Raptor 2K. Yeah, promotes paint adhesion to bare metal, including steel and aluminum, and these are aluminum, except for the standoffs or some kind of metal, some kind of steel, I think, extra strong steel. I can't remember exactly what they're made out of, but it's like stronger than regular steel. It's like carbon bonded or zinc, or I'm not really sure, but I mean, this should still bond to that just fine because it's a metal, but definitely to this aluminum. So anyway, it's going to go sanding, then it's going to go acid etch primer, and it's going to go to 1 can of Raptor 2K, and then I'll do a second coating because that's what they recommend, and then we'll be done. Alright, so my GoPro died, so I didn't get any footage of it, but I'm just going to show you what I did right now so that way you guys can see exactly what I did. So basically, I have this sink downstairs and I filled it up so that way it covered the sticks upside down, so that all that was sticking out was the bolts. And I put some Dawn detergent in there to get rid of the oils too, as well as the sawdust, or not the sawdust, but the dust from the doing the sandpaper. So I filled it up and I just rinsed it like this, and I had a towel here that I had in there to scrub it a little bit, and then I flipped it over, did the same thing on the other side, and that was clean enough for me. So I did that with all 3 sticks, and then I emptied the sink with the soap, rinsed it out a little bit, put some plain just warm water in there, and with no soap, and then I rinsed each one, doing the same exact thing, just like that, and then that was it. Alright, so the can says it just allows for better adhesion before a Raptor application. Says rough up the surface with sandpaper, which we've already done. I used 180, and I cleaned it, dried it, and degreased it with the Dawn detergent or Dawn soap. I think that's going to be good enough. So now all I have to do is shake the can for 2 minutes and then start spraying, and then I need to do 2 coats. I'll only need to wait 3 to 5 minutes between coats and then allow it to completely dry, which takes about 20 minutes before applying the Raptor. So that's easy enough, and I'll get started on that now. Alright, so I got my sticks hanging up. They're on this braided fishing line, 50 pounds. And I just tied it off to 2 trees. And I did a trucker's hitch knot on this side to get it extra tight. And I'm hoping that they'll stay up while I do this. I'm gonna wait 5 minutes before my next coat. Alright, so it's been 5 minutes and I'm about to do my next coating. I'm getting a little closer than the can recommends, just because I feel like the wind is taking some of this. Alright, now I'm going to wait 20 minutes. This is wait between 10 and 20. I'm going to wait 20 because
kind of feel like I put a lot on, but I don't really know. I have nothing to compare it to really. So it's a thick coating, so it says for thick coating 20 minutes, so that's what I'll do. Better safe than sorry. So I will see you guys in 20 minutes. And I'll be putting on the Raptor coating. Alright, well I put on a face mask and some protective goggles because the warnings on this thing pretty clear that it's pretty poisonous. So I'm all geared up and ready to go. My first coat of the Raptor. So it says to also shake this one for 2 minutes before using. Alright, so I've been shaking this thing for 2 minutes. So you're supposed to take this thing, turn the can upside down, and then push this down. Like that, and shake. 2 more minutes. Alright, now it says to test it out to see what density is like, different heights, distances. That seemed pretty good. And it says to spray this upside down. Clean it out. Like that. And I'll let that sit for 20 minutes again. Do another coat. Alright, it's been 20 minutes. The first layer is on. Semi-dried. So now it's time to put the next coat on. Oh, that's the whole can. Just barely able to do all the sticks. I might save the second can for if I flip the sticks around and I noticed I missed something on the other sides. Might do a little touch-up job with it, so that's gonna do it for today. Alright, so this is what they look like after their second coat. Sprayed it on pretty heavy because I wanted some good bubbles in there. Because those bubbles will make it, are going to turn out to be kind of a rubber touch to them. They're not going to be noisy. I think it looks pretty dang good. So that spray paint or that Raptor liner, I can put a second coat on in 20 minutes, which is what I did. I waited 20, but before you can touch it, you have to wait 60 minutes. And then I believe you have to wait 3 days for it to like fully cure before you get it wet. So anyway, I'm done with that for today, and I'll see you guys when I start spray painting.